So I did an internship with the House of Representatives last summer, which was amazing. I got that internship through a program called SBS in DC. I'm not sure if anyone's interested in a major that's in social and behavioral sciences, but that's what the program is ran out of. Basically what that was is a cohort and I, so about 19 students and I, went to DC, we lived together, 2 separate houses but very close. And we all had separate internships. We'd all come back home together to like talk about it, be kind of UMass students abroad, kind of like nervous and everything. And I had to apply into that program, and then once you're in there, they help you find internships in DC as well as they fund you to go. So they pay for your housing and they pay for you to live there the whole summer. So for me, it wouldn't have been possible without the financial help. So that was the biggest part of the program that I was really attracted by. But then also I get that kind of support from UMass Amherst students that are all coming with me to DC. We all lean on each other. And inside the internship, I work for a representative in California, which was Hollywood, LA area. So many opportunities from there. You don't do intern work how you're thinking. It's actually very challenging work, and they kind of make it so that you know you're an asset to the team. That's kind of the environment my office was. So many things, briefings, events. I met some people I could never imagine in my political life just from that internship in 10 weeks. And those professional connections are still existing in my life today, and they're helping me get more internships for this summer. But ultimately, how I knew about that was because as a peer advisor in the department, first of all, my boss told me, but they're posted everywhere. And we have something called a Handshake online. It's a system that UMass Amherst students use to find internships, jobs, and you get to filter it based off your interests, and it tells you what's applicable for UMass Amherst students. So it's all over that website, and then it's all over the walls, and they email you a million times, and we communicate a lot with students. So it's basically hard to miss, but it is an application interview process. So that's what I did last year.
All right, so this past summer I interned at the TJX companies and as a buying intern in their men's division. So I worked a lot with hats, belts, and wallets. I'll be going back to TJX next summer as a planning and allocation intern. I think so. My biggest kind of attraction point to that internship was that they came to UMass looking specifically for UMass students. And when I would interview with them, they would say things like, "Oh, we look for UMass students because they're hardworking. They know what they want, they're driven, and we want UMass students." And getting to that internship, I really got that experience. I was really involved with my buyers and my bosses in choosing things. I would go into the TJ Maxx, Marshall stores, everything like that. They would take the time to help me learn and kind of make sure that I understood why things were going there or why they were buying this as opposed to that. I think another thing that's great about UMass in terms of internships is that they try to prepare you the best they can for that interview process. So, excuse me. Sorry, so they will set up like mock interviews. They will help you find, if you don't have any professional or business casual wear, we actually have a suit shop here located in the business school. We can go and you can rent out a suit. They'll help you make sure that your resume is looking good. They'll make sure that you know how to write a cover letter. So they'll hold your hand and kind of walk you and make sure that you know what you're doing when you're applying to those internships.
So I heard about my internship. I did a nurse externship. A lot of nurses don't end up doing internships or externships. They do certified nurse assistants, a position in a hospital. But who was in charge, the preceptor who I had in charge of my clinical group, she told me that she did a nurse externship, which is just an internship, but it differs for the amount of hours. So I applied for a whole bunch. I knew I wanted to go home so I could stay at home and save some money. And also I wanted to get somewhere that I would network myself in New York City because I do live close to New York City and I knew I wanted to go there post-grad. So I ended up getting a nurse externship at New York Presbyterian Hospital. I was placed on a women's psychiatric unit, which was something I never in a million years thought I would have been in. But that was the most rewarding, influential experience in all of my UMass career. I was able to meet patients firsthand who changed my whole perception of this career and how I am going to be a nurse. And it became something that I was really, really passionate about. So I think any internship out there is beneficial to helping you, shape your career and who you want to be in that career.
I I'm currently doing an internship with Teleflex Medical OEM as a research and development engineer. I'm actually going full-time with them after graduation as a product development engineer, so it really worked out in my favor. Besides Handshake and LinkedIn, all those platforms that the university offers for us to use, I actually took advantage of our vast alumni network. I saw that one of the UMass alumni actually worked at this company, and I reached out to them. I didn't even know them at all, and I said, hey, I see that you're a UMass alum. I'm a UMass student right now. I'm really interested in applying to this co-op/internship. What do you think are my chances? Could you give me a referral? And they were totally willing to help out, and that's how I landed this job. And now I absolutely love working there. So our alumni network is always willing to help out, and they do always come back from those companies and host career events, and they're there to answer your questions and send you referrals. So I encourage you to take advantage of that network.